Hello, this is a note to you parents out there. You are corrupting our generation. I'm not talking about the old parents. I'm talking about the new parents. The parents that don't know how to take care of children. Rule number 1. I will repeat this. Rule number 1. Do not give an iPhone or any type of touchscreen phone to a 3-year-old. Don't give it to anyone. Don't give it to any children in elementary school. Don't give them a phone till they're in middle school. If they walk, give them a simple flip phone or Virgin Mobile. Anything that's not touchscreen. I repeat, don't give them an iPhone, an Android, or whatever other phones exist. Also, do not give your children sweets until they're at least 4 years old. Right! These young children do not need these sweets going into their system. Also, another thing. Don't give your children... Don't give your children iPads or tablets or any of that. If you're going to give them something, give them Leapfrog. Or I don't care. Don't give them these devices. No, you parents... First of all, you can't get a proxy on these. But children still find loopholes. They do. They find them. They find them. They're intelligent little human beings. They figure out their ways. Oh yeah, and those parents that aren't very strict and don't care, you should care. You don't need your children being all foul-mouthed. Regulate what they watch. Make sure they're watching age-appropriate programs. Don't let your children say all that stuff to you. Take authority. Yell at them. Spank them. No matter how old they are, if you're the parent, you're allowed to spank them. You can, because you're a parent. Take care of your children. Be responsible. You have a child for a reason. Don't just not care. Because you know what happens when you don't care? Think of the person that you hate the most. Think about your child becoming that person. Don't let your child become that person. It's just don't. Teach your child, regulate your child, and don't give them iPads, tablets, iPhones, candy, not until they are of age. Little children, also, same with video games. Video games are okay for children. But, now I'm not saying give them educational games. Those are stupid. I mean, you can give them educational games if they're fun. Give them fun games, but don't let them play God of War or Call of Duty. Don't. Keyword, don't. Just don't. Just don't. Same with movies. Make them age appropriate. Please. Please. I don't want a little kid. I don't want to be walking down the street and see a second grader walk up to me, flip me off, and walk away. What? Stop. Your children, stop them. Just stop your children. Also, it's okay to play video games, but during the summer, at least kick them outside, unless it's dangerous outside, of course. Kick them outside for at least 15 minutes. It'll keep them healthy. Teach them some games they can play outside, or at least play board games. Play the board games. The board games are fun. If you learn them, the first time it won't be that fun. But once you've played it, once you know how to play it, they're so much fun. Now, you can subtract some effort. Like, if you're playing Scrabble, forget the math when keeping tracks of the points, man. Just make the points simpler. You can simplify the games. Or you can bend the rules and make it into your own fun game. Do something fun. But I repeat, you must go outside. You can't live inside forever. You'll die. I will straight up say that. Staying inside kills you. Inside is the enemy. You can be inside. You can be inside for a long time. But you have to go outside. You have to. It's good for you. It's good for you. There's many problems that are caused from sitting inside. And I just care about people. That's why I'm telling you this. I care about you. I care about children. I care about people. And also, think about other people. Stop being so dang selfish. Don't be selfish. You know how many selfish people are out there? Everyone. I am a little bit selfish. Probably a little bit selfish is just, I can't even call myself a little bit selfish, but I'm selfish. You're selfish. But there are tons of people out there. Okay, think about it like this. You know the apocalypse scenario? You know why people like it so much? Because during the apocalypse, they could kill anyone they want and put it in being a hero as its name. They can just, it's the ultimate selfishry. They can do whatever they want. So, anyway, that's not the point. I'm kind of getting off track. Teach your children music. Teach them different things. I mean, find the thing you like the most that's age appropriate. I repeat, age appropriate. And show it to them. You know? I mean, again, we'll straight up say this. Let's straight up say this. Do not give an iPhone to a little child. You want to know what age I got my... You know why I turned out really well? I'm not perfect. I'm actually the bad child. But I got my phone 2 years ago in 8th grade. That's when I got my phone. I've had phones so that I could keep in touch, but that was when I got my first Android phone. And you know what? I don't abuse it. My parents also regulated what I watched. I'm not a sweet tooth. I I don't really like sweets too much. That's more of a preference thing, but yeah. But because my parents forced me to eat foods, I like all foods. I'll eat anything you give to me. I do great on Fear Factor. I'm also not afraid of anything because of my family. I like outside. I enjoy running, jumping. I also enjoy playing video games and doing everything that everybody else likes. I enjoy life. But if you there are many different ways you can ruin your children. Don't ruin your children. Please, please. Don't. Just don't. Don't ruin your children. Because you know how we say children are our biggest priority? Well, they're not. You know why? Because we're so selfish. So selfish. Children are the representation of innocence. Everything about them, their ignorance is their innocence. The longer you leave them ignorant about the world, now I'm not saying till high school. You don't want ignorant adults. Because that's exactly what you guys are. I'm sorry. No, there are a lot of idiots out there, though. Not all of you. But just understand. You need to take care of your children. Children are the future of the world. You know? Teach them something, different. And make sure they don't want the same thing. Figure out what they actually want to do with their life. And help them proceed in whatever would be best. Anyway. I hope you take this to heart. You probably won't. You'll probably just continue being just as selfish as before. Now, you can say whatever mean things you want to say in the comments. You can say that, oh, I'm not that bad about my children. Oh, but you know in your heart, you know for a fact, you know when you're doing something wrong. You know. You can't just say it's ignorance. You know when you're doing something wrong. Anyway, I have to go.